Senate Democrats are getting serious about banning lawmakers from trading stocks. Elon Moy joins us with more on this. And Elon, this is something that we've been talking about for a long time. What is actually making them take this more seriously at this point?
Well, Becky, it's not just Senate Democrats. Support is growing on both sides of the aisle for legislation that would ban stock trading by members of Congress. Today, GOP Senator Steve Daines and Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren are set to unveil a new bill that goes even further than the existing proposals. Not only would it prohibit trading while in office, it would also ban owning any individual stocks or commodities, including through a blind trust. Now, this is the first bipartisan bill in the Senate. A previous bill from Senator Sherrod Brown would allow lawmakers to keep holding on to their assets without trading them. That had support from Republicans in the House, but not from Republicans in the Senate. Meanwhile, Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff has called for lawmakers to put all their assets in a blind trust. His bill now has 8 Democratic co-sponsors, but none of them are Republicans. Now, yesterday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer told reporters that Democrats are trying to come up with a unified approach.
We have different bills from a variety of different members, and I've asked our members to get together and try to come up with one bill, but I would like to see it done.
Now, several GOP senators are working on their own bills, and guys, McConnell has said that this is an idea worth considering. Back over to you.
So, Elon, when they start talking about a united front, I guess that gets down to the details. I mean, we had Ro Khanna on last week, I think it was, maybe the week before. He said he's fine with not trading anything. He just doesn't think his wife shouldn't be allowed to trade. You might imagine Nancy Pelosi would take a similar approach to this. She won't trade. She'll just let her husband do it. But when you're talking about shared assets, how is that something that works? And the idea that they don't want to go with a blind trust, at least a blind trust, you can say we're going to put everything in that. That makes more sense to me than the idea that I won't trade, but my spouse will.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different dials to turn here. And one of them is, what exactly do those rules look like and who do they cover? Do they just cover the lawmakers? Do they cover lawmakers as spouses, especially when you have an issue of joint accounts? Does it also cover dependent children? Because the current existing disclosures do cover dependent kids. So does that continue in any type of beefed up or ramped up legislation or rules? The other thing to think about is, what is the penalty for noncompliance? One of the reasons that people are criticizing the existing rules is because it's only a couple of $100 that you get charged if you don't follow them. So some of the proposals are talking about things like forfeiting any profit from the investments that you made if you don't follow these new rules. $1 million potential penalty, your entire salary. And Senator Ben Sasse is also talking about potential jail time for any lawmakers who don't comply with the laws. So there's a lot of discussion both about what the rules look like and what the penalties should be.
I will go out on a limb and say I bet there's no chance that they pass something that says anybody does jail time for this. You know, every time we bring this up with any sitting official, their answer is, well, there's disclosure. It's fine. This stuff is disclosed. But it's not disclosed fully. It's not disclosed in a timely manner. And it's pretty hard to come up with that stuff. I mean, if they want to stick with disclosure, they should have disclosure in a very easy to read public form that is put out very quickly, so that we're not looking 6 months later to say, oh, you voted this on this. Did you have any financial interest in that?